What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our semi-final battle for the BBR. We are playing against Mid Pokemaster, the man of 1,000 names, Mid Pokefaster, Mid Pokeblaster, Mid Pokehacker, and his Kentucky Torracats. He finished with the second best record in the season, and he is, I believe, the current holder of the best record of everyone who is still left in the playoffs. The first place team died tight. He actually lost in round one, which is crazy to think about because that was the one team I was more worried about than any other. Now, obviously, I may be proven wrong because Mid's team is definitely threatening, and it's a rematch of our week 2 battle from when we actually had the exact same team. There were no transactions, no changes from that original roster, and you can see why. His team is very scary. He's got Sand, he's got Necrozma, Scolipede as well. Flip-turning Vaporeon is just a pain in the butt. It's also got Water Absorb, which is very not good for my Urshifu. And on top of that, he's got a bunch of really solid mods and probably one of the most underrated, not underrated, but properly rated and best tier 5 Pokemon out there, being the Noctowl. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. This is going to be a crazy battle, but if you guys are not interested in listening to the team builder, there is a link on screen, or there'll just be the, I guess, the channel chapters, or the video chapters is what it's called now, to skip to the battle if you're not interested in seeing the team builder. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, starting off with our Urshifu. And oh, by the way, just in case for some reason you guys are not already subscribed, just subscribe to the channel. We're going for the championship in the BBR. We are 2 wins away, and we're going to get these last 2 wins. I can feel it. All right. Like I said, Urshifu is our first mon. Surging Strike, Drain Punch, Substitute, and Bulk Up. This set is really cool because it's a similar set to what I brought last time against Mid, and honestly, last time around, I got kind of lucky against his team. He had an unfortunate Rock Slide miss. He had some unfortunate plays go on as well, and he kind of forgot that Unseen Fist went through Protect. He forgot about that mechanic, but so did I. To be fair, it was only my second time using Rapid Strike Urshifu, so I had to get used to that. I was running Aqua Jet over Substitute, and that would let me have an out to Excadrill in the sand. I could Ice Shard it with Mamoswine and then Aqua Jet to pick it off just so it would never be too much of a threat. But this time around, I'm forgoing that for Substitute, and I do always need to give a huge shout out to my front office. They are absolutely incredible. Josh, Liv, Tone, Panda, Granbell, Endless Gadgets, who else? Granky, Hayes, JT's, Brain, TK. Like there's so many different people, so shout out to them. Oh, and of course Robert Panda as well for all the amazing support and help. And we kind of build this team together as a group, so I really appreciate all of their help. The reason why we went Substitute is because if he were to bring a same team he brought last time, and again, I'm going off of something that Liv told me. Liv played him in the playoffs in GDL after she hacked us in GDL, and Mid brought the exact same team. So I don't know if he's going to bring the same team against me, and I'm playing in like 2 hours. So I'm hoping he does because I'm well prepared for that. But if he does, if he brings the Miltank, the Gigalith, or the Vaporeon, without Roar of course, this Urshifu will just set up and win the game. I'm not even kidding. Unless he has like Encore on his Whimsicott, because Encore does go through sub. Regardless, the point I'm trying to make is we have enough bulk on this set to make sure we can always take a Seismic Toss. Our sub can always take a Seismic Toss from the Miltank, or from whatever, I guess, because it's always going to do 50 points of damage. Our Substitute is 51 points of health, and we have leftovers to recover back some HP. When that happens, we can just set up sub. We can just set up bulk ups. We can just go for bulk up. That's it. Go for bulk up and pretty much go for game, honestly. Once we get to +2, we kind of beat everything. Like, honestly, we really do just beat everything, which is crazy to think about, as long as the Whimsicott is not around, because that mon resists both of our stabs. This set also has speed for anything creeping us, creeping Necrozma. So last time around, Mid brought an Excadrill that was Choice Scarf. It was Moldbreaker Scarf, but it had speed. It was Jolly 196 speed, which is enough speed to make sure that it crept anything creeping Necrozma. I'm creeping that, so I will be able to have 1 point faster than that. Still it's being Necrozma, still outspeeding everything slower than my Urshifu, regardless, except for the Excadrill if it's max attack Jolly, and we do outspeed an Adamant Jolly Excadrill as well. This set is very strong because we don't need that much attack investment. We can just set up and go for game pretty much against anything on my opponent's entire team. Obviously, the Morpeko having the potential to be running the electric Aura Wheel is going to be very scary for me to deal with, but I do have ways to just Oko that thing flat out with Drain Punch, get back to basically full HP. We set up on so many different things that my opponent has, and it's going to be really difficult for my opponent to switch in on this thing, especially if Whimsicott does not come. Obviously, Necrozma, another big problem, but we do have ways to set up. We have ways around Necrozma this time around. It has to be either defensive Rocky Helmet, in my opinion, or it has to be an offensive sweeper. And if it's offensive sweeper, Dragon Dance is kind of scary, as well as Calm Mind, as well as a Totemized Weakness policy. So fingers crossed we can get the job done against that thing. But moving on to our next mod, we'll be running our Cinderace here. Cinderace came to all but one of our games, and that game was in week 12, where we still managed to get the win. At the end of the day, Cinderace has been a very valuable member of the team for his entire season. Very hard hitter. However, this week, his job is not to hit hard. His job is to take hits. I was Assault Vest for a long time. For my entirety of my mocks, all three of them, all four of them actually, I was Assault Vest. But the reason why I switched to Boots was just in case. On the off chance he brings rocks, which is very likely considering he has 4 amazing rockers in Drill, Gigalith, Necrozma, and Miltank, I can then come in reliably on the Whimsicott whenever it goes for a Giga Drain or a Moonblast on my Urshifu. And then I can fire off a Pyro Ball, a U-Turn, low kick something like the Gigalith or the Miltank, and then Super Fang, one of those things on the Switch. So I feel very confident in that. Our attack investment is not maxed out. Why? Because we only need investment to make sure that we can OHKO a max HP 12 defense Gigalith with Super Fang into low kick. We always do that. I assume he's going to be another specially defensive set to take the hits from the Roserade, from the Gardevoir, from the Porygon Z especially, because this kind of walls Porygon Z to an extent the Gigalith does, and I'll kind of get into that a bit later. But this set really just cares about stopping that. Super Fang, weaken it. Low kick, gone. Super Fang the Necrozma, weaken it. Pyro Ball, there we go. I really just need to wear things down, but the main priority is this thing checks the Whimsicott. We have speed on the set for more Pico. I don't need to outspeed the Whimsicott. I don't. If it outspeeds me, fine. It goes for U-turn probably. If out of anything it does, it goes for a U-turn because what am I worried about? Hurricane? Psychic? That's not going to do anything to me. I know I'm a fire type. I don't resist those. And I'm a Cinderace. I'm not the bulkiest thing in the world, but at the end of the day, it is not the best option. The best option is to U-turn out or go for Leaf Seed or whatever into the Vaporeon. And if I go for a U-turn myself, I will underspeed it, gain initiative, and then be able to go to work from there. Rest of my attack investment, again, that I would have put into attack is now into my bulk. So we are very, very bulky. And again, I was going to be Assault Vest, but the boosters made a bit more sense towards the end of my prep. The next mon, number 3, is going to be the Porygon Z. And what the hell is that? This Porygon Z has Sunny Day and Solar Beam. What the fuck? I don't know. Look, I was messing around with Josh and Liv and the rest of my front office, and Josh kind of brought up a really weird mammal set that was Amnesia, Curse, Rest, and Earthquake, because my opponent's entire team is grounded outside of Noctowl, and his only ground resist other than the Noctowl or whatever, you know what I mean, is the Whimsicott, and we can just set it for free on everything. But this set kind of does work too, because the reason why Gigalith is so specially defensive against my team specifically is because one, Porygon Z it doesn't have a ground move or a fighting move or something like that, or a water move even. It basically has to rely on Solar Beam as its only grass attack, which is nuts. Gigalith gets a boost to its special defense, all rock types do, in the sand. That's why they're so bulky on the special side. But with Sunny Day, we negate that, and at the same time, we fire off 1 turn Solar Beams, and on top of that, we managed to stop the sand for the Excadrill, which is a huge benefit. And we also, also on top of that, stop the sand shit that our team would be taking. Our speed on this set is allowing me to speed creep the same things that the Urshifu was creeping, which was speed for anything creeping, the Necrozma creeping us. Tri-attack with the investment we have in our special attack with the Silk Scarf will allow us to always OHKO a no bulk or no HP for special defense Scolipede with Tri-Attack. I always want to get that KO because I can take 1 hit from it because I have so much bulk. I have 228 HP EVs, that's insane. I can take 1 hit if it's Life Orb, unless it's like Superpower or something, which I don't think it's going to run. I think it's going to be running like Mega Horn, Rock Slide, and Earthquake and Protect, if anything. And I can just fire off that Tri-Attack, get the KO, and move on from there. Solar Beam hits a max special defense, max HP Gigalith out of sand with no Assault Vest for 50%. More than that, it's like 54%. It's crazy. So I definitely take that. It also does more damage to the Vaporeon in case that's a special wall. And we do hit the Whimsicott and the Miltank for really good damage as well. I am very worried about the Hitmonchan. Hopefully, I don't know if I can. Hopefully I can take a non-boosted Mach Punch from that thing, but if it does come, I expect it to either be Scarf or Assault Vest, so we'll see what happens with that. And again, this set does do a huge chunk of damage to the Necrozma, putting it in range of quite a few different things on my roster. Mon number 4 is going to be our Vullaby here. Vullaby has come to, I think, 1 or 2 games, and that's it. I think I've lost both of them actually, which is insane to think about. But with Foul Play and U-Turn, we do really good against my opponent's entire team, especially when you pair that with Toxic, because Toxic will poison, the Necrozma, the Gigalith, and the Miltank, which are very, very useful, as well as the Whimsicott to an extent. But Foul Play is big because we nuke the Scolipede, nuke the Necrozma, and nuke the Excadrill, especially if they're physical attackers. Well, the Necrozma is a physical attacker, But other than that, U-turn for momentum is nice. Roost for longevity. With the Violet and our investment into our defense and HP, we take 2 Jolly Life Orb Excadrill Rock Slides or 2 Adamant Life Orb Scolipede Mega Horns. We have Overcoat because we won't be taking Sand Chip, which is very nice to make sure we stay out of range of these 2 random 2 KOs. Of course, if Stealth Rocks are up, and this is why rocks are a big thing, I think they're going to be coming, he can get those 2 KOs that he wants to get on me. But again, I don't know if he'll be able to do it because, again, last time he ran a very offensive Necrozma with Twisted Spoon and with Autotomized and 3 attacks. He then ran a Choice Scarf Mold Breaker Excadrill. He ran an Assault Vest, what is that thing, Gigalith. And if he brings the Miltank, then that's just fine with me. I'm fine leading off with Urshifu if I see Miltank and just subbing up and going for game that early. I'm not even kidding, especially if I don't see the Whimsicott. So that's definitely a possibility, but if rocks don't come, I wouldn't be surprised, but if they do come, I have to be prepared, and that's why I have the boots on the Cinderace and not on the Vullaby. Now, other than that, we do have the Toxic, and Toxic is important because I do want to wear things down. If Heal Bell does not come on something, then we can really chip down my opponent's team, really force it out with a lot of our momentum. So far of our first 4 Mons, all of them get access to momentum moves. So that's U-turn on Urshifu, Vullaby, and Cinderace, and Teleport on the Porygon Z, and you have to be aware of all of that. Our next mon is going to be our Mamoswine here. Mamoswine is a really cool set. Josh and I were working on this set. He actually came up with a really funky set. I told you guys before, and it's a really cool set, but it just didn't work the way I wanted to in the mocks. It actually did nothing for me in the mocks, and I kind of realized I miss Ice Shard. I really do, because I want to do a good chunk of damage to the Excadrill. I want to be able to hit the Whimsicott for really good damage, not just resisted hit and Earthquake, because it is going to scare the Whimsicott out. And I want to not just scare it out, I want to get rid of it completely because I want my Urshifu to be my win con. With this set, with the weakness policy, we can come in on a Whimsicott or on a Vaporeon, whatever. I can come on, like, let's say I come on Gigalith and I go for Earthquake. He probably goes into Vaporeon, whatever. I just click Earthquake. I keep clicking Earthquake because eventually he'll go for Scald or he'll go for Flip Turn. If he goes for Flip Turn, cool. It's basically game over, especially if the drill is at like 70%, 65, 70%, because +2 Ice Shard will OHKO that thing at that range. Nuts, right? Especially because we're Adamant Nature. We only have 212 attack, but still that's enough to get the job done for us. By +2, we destroy everything. It's plain simple. And we have enough speed on the set for a modest Necrozma. That's what I'm going for. That's the benchmark I'm hitting. He was modest Necrozma last time. I think he'll be modest Necrozma again. +2, we nuke it. Facade is there just as a backup. Originally, I had, I think, Knockoff on this set and Stealth Rock over Icicle Crash. The reason why I went with Facade is because if I get burnt by the Vaporeon Scald, I want to be able to nuke something. Earthquake into +2 burnt Facade always OHKOs Vaporeon. It's crazy. We'd really just do a huge chunk of damage to my opponent's entire team outside of the Gigalith and the Excadrill with Facade, and even then Earthquake hits them for really good damage, and I can still kind of mitigate a bit of the burn chip and the burn, I guess, negatives because we have the +2 boost in our attack. So it's a really cool set, and I'm hoping that I can get the job done. Our investment in special defense and HP allows us to take a non-boosted energy ball from the Whimsicott, and we proc our our weakness policy and fire off a +2 Ice Shard, which always OHKOs a max HP Whimsicott unless he's Yachi Berry. That is the Mamoswine. Moving on to the next mon, which is going to be the Vikavolt here. Vikavolt is running Volt Switch, Bug Buzz, Mud Shot, and Roost. This is our final mon on the team today, and we are very, very defensive this week. We take 2 +2 Iron Heads from a non-boosted Excadrill, including taking sand damage, which is very important. And of course, forgot to mention, shout out to Tone for this set. Tone is the one that came up with this, and shout out to Granky. He was giving me a hand with the Mamoswine set after we scrapped the idea for the setup one with Amnesia. But this set is really cool because it allows us to take the hits we want to take, and at the same time, it's a pivot for us. It's one of our 3 pivots that we have this week, and it really forces a lot of problems for my opponent's team because what does he want to take the hit? Does he want to go into the Excadrill and then take a Mud Shot? Mud Shot does like 50% to it. We're modest off of 145 base special attack. It's going to do a ton of damage. Other than that, we have ways to really get around a lot of his team, Volt Switch around, get into a threat, and with the heavy duty boots, we're not going to be taking Stealth Rocks on entry, which is very useful, allowing us to increase our longevity as much as possible. Roost for recovery against things like the Hitmontop, the Hitmonchan, excuse me, that might be locked into a fighting move, which we resist. Something against the Miltank that's not running a Toxic or something like that. Helps us out a lot against the Whimsicott, especially if it's a more of a supportive set. If it's running the substitute, then Bug Buzz actually goes through that, so it's important to note. We want to make sure that sub is broken, not just chipped down. I should be able to beat it 1v1. Leaf Seed would be a pain. Leaf Seed sub protect would be really annoying for me to deal with, especially if you had Moonblast as his final move, but I feel like I have ways around that, and I definitely feel like I have ways around it. That's basically it. So yeah, that is my Vikavolt here, and we just want to make sure we do the best to wear down my opponent's team. This is our team here for the semifinals. Long team builder, I know, but I appreciate all of you guys who have stick around. Shout out to you, appreciate it. Of course, if you guys have not already, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into the battle. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Semifinals of the BBR, let's get it. All right, everyone, welcome back. So he ends up bringing the 5 of the same 6 mons. The Whimsicott is there over the Miltank, which is definitely understandable. Definitely, yeah. I'm worried about that. Damn, Whimsicott. Shit. Okay, the good news is it means it's 1 less rock setter, which is nice. Over here, my lead's gonna be the Vikavolt. I have a pretty free lead with that against pretty much everything. If he wants to lead off with the Excadrill, I can just fire off a Mud Shot. If he leads off with the, what is that thing called? The Gigalith, I can still Volt Switch out on that thing. I'm fine, but I'll just leave with this. It's going to threaten him, make him think I have webs. And if I have webs, he does not like that. He honestly definitely has Rapid Spin on the Drill or Defog. Wow, Jesus. Or Defog on the Whimsicott. I'm so nervous. That is what's happening right now. I'm incredibly nervous. So, let's get it done. Semifinals. Semifinals. What does he lead with? Let's see. I'm so nervous. Wow. Like, the nerves I have right now is nothing compared to what I was feeling against Seabed. Because I definitely feel now that, especially now that it's just 1 game away the finals, I definitely feel I have a shot at winning the whole thing. And the nerves are getting to me, but gotta get it done. Whimsicott is the lead. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Okay. Definitely cool with that. Question is, do I just Bug Buzz here? Alright, so let's see. So, Vikavolt, my custom set against the Whimsicott. This is not good. This is quite a bit of time it's taking. Okay. If he's got no investment, Bug Buzz is 78 to... Wow, that's crazy. Just so much damage. I don't think he can afford to take this hit, so I'm just going to Volt Switch. And if he goes into Excadrill, that's fine with me. As a U turns out, I'm cool with that. 183 down to 166. That's like 17 points of damage. Not going to be much at all. Does he go... I assume he goes into the Gigalith here. I'll be honest. But we'll see. Gigalith, yeah, that's good. So I'm going to go hard into my Mamoswine here. So Gigalith, especially defensive in the sand. We should be doing around 19 to 23 with the Volt Switch. We'll find out right now if he's a Salt Vest or not. That's not a Salt Vest. Okay, if I go Mamoswine, Mamoswine does 76 to 90 with Earthquake. Let's force this sucker out. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. I think he's then going to go into Vaporeon. I'll go for an Earthquake again as he flip turns or scalds or whatever. And I'll get the +2. Let's fire off the Earthquake. We'll see what he wants to do. He switches out as expected. Vaporeon, right on. Again, good, we expected that. And it's going to cast this Adamant Earthquake. That's very big damage. I'll definitely take that. And he's taking Sandstorm damage as well, and he's leftovers. Okay, this is good. He knows now 100% that I'm not Banded or Life Orb. He could be thinking I'm Scarf. I'm just going to go for the Earthquake here. We'll see what he wants to do. We will see what he wants to do. I would have loved to go into my my Urshifu on the Gigalith, but I just could not risk it because the Whimsicott is still around and fully healthy. And the good news is I still have answers for that thing, which is very nice. And the fact that everything's at full HP is fantastic for me. I Earthquake here. You do good damage to the Vaporeon again as the Baton passes out. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. He probably goes into the Excadrill. Excadrill with max attack. Come on now. Excadrill, Sand Rush. Ironhead has a chance to OHKO me if he's got no investment at all. It's 89 to 106. Not if he has no investment. If he has non-boost item. Non-boost item. But in comes Whimsicott instead. Okay. I think right here, I freely Ice Skull Crash. Do I Ice Skull Crash here? I think so. I think I freely Ice Skull Crash because if he goes into Vaporeon, he's not going to take 2 hits. If he goes into Scolpy, it's not taking the hit plus the Ice Shard. Ice Skull Crash, excuse me. Ice Shard, yeah. Yeah, no, this is my play. Ice Skull Crash. As he Moonblast me, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Easy. Nice, 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 nice. And we connect it. This Whimsicott's going down. Please go down. Amazing. Urshifu. Oh my god, Urshifu is so free. If I get Urshifu in against the Gigalith, it might be over. I still have an Necrozma to deal with. I still have that to deal with. That is definitely a problem. The question right now is, am I out of range of Scald from Vaporeon? I don't think I am. No, I don't think so. I think he's in range. Let me think. Excadrill. Let me think. I think my play here is going to be, let me make sure the Excadrill calc. If he's Life Orb, and if I go to Vullaby, if he decides to get to +2, I don't think Rock Slide will KO me, right? No, Rock Slide won't KO me, unless he's Adamant, right? If he's Adamant, he has a small chance. But I should be doing a huge chunk of damage to him with the Ice Shard here, enough to put it in range. Do I need this around? I don't think so. I'm gonna Ice Shard. And we'll see what he does. That's good damage. That's solid damage. As the Iron Heads me, as expected, and we're gonna go down. So down goes the Mamoswine. Is he Life Orb? Crit mattered. So down goes Mamoswine. Is he Life Orb? He is Life Orb. Okay. So where is Mamoswine? Okay. Let me think about this. So he went Gigalith on turn 1. That's 1 turn of Sand. As I went to Mamoswine, I attacked the Vaporeon twice. That's 3 turns. I attacked the, what is it called? I attacked the Whimsicott once. It's 4 turns. He then goes into Excadrill. That's 5 turns. So he is definitely soft sand on his other guy. I think I go into Urshifu here. I can't. I'm going to go into Vullaby. I'm just going to fire off the foul play. I'm just going to go for the foul play. It's not something I can afford risking right now. It would have been so cool to get the attack off, but he ended up being, not foul play, what is it? Not flip turn. He ended up being baton pass, that's it. Alright. So I'm sure he probably thinks he loses this thing here, so he might want to switch out. I can still beat this thing if he attacks me here. So, and let me just make sure about this. Sand. Info, yeah, so he's definitely 100% he's soft sand. I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. As he switches out, amazing. What do you go into? Gigalith. That's dope. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think at this point, I go straight into my Urshifu here. And I'm going to sub. And we're going to see what happens. That's it. He sees I'm leftovers, though. So he might think I'm sub. I gotta go for it anyways. Let's sub up. I still have enough in the back to deal with the Necrozma. That's good. What are you gonna do here? Mid? I'd imagine he switches out. Maybe he Earthquakes, I don't know. Maybe he body presses. He just switches out. Does he go Necrozma or Vaporeon? Vaporeon, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, I'm taking it. At this point in time, I have to risk it. I have to go for Bulk Up. If I go for Bulk Up and he's not Roar, then I could just win. Yeah, I could just win. I think this is our last turn of Sand after this, so... Yeah, this is... Oh my god. Okay. Let's Bulk Up. Does he have Roar? Or is he Scald, Wish, Protect, Baton Pass like he was last time? Please don't be Roar. That would suck. He is... Scald. Oh my god. Dude, you just let me get the +2. Nice. And Sandstorm subsides. So I'm going to start gaining back some HP here. This is great. So Urshifu at +1 and +1. This is good. Okay. I'll go for another bulk up here. Let's take a look. Vaporeon. How much does Scald do in my sub? Scald breaks my sub. It does after this time. It will. But I get to +2. And he goes for Scald again. That's fine. I'm going to go for another sub here. Sub fades. That's okay. +2 all around. How much do I do to Necrozma? If he's got no investment, Surging Strikes, it KOs if he's got no investment. Let's sub up. Because I outspeed everything except for the Scolipede, but Scolipede isn't going to do anything to me because I'm at +2 defense. So I imagine he baton passes right into Necrozma here, as he just scalds instead. I'm getting to +3. I'm going to get to +3 here. Let's do that. I don't think that's greedy because I want to make sure that I can beat the Necrozma. So let's bulk up again. Again, he's gaining HP, gaining HP, gaining HP, but I'm going to get to +3 here. As long as I have a sub up against the Vaporeon, I'm in a good position. And especially now, if he reveals Flip Turn for some reason, then my sub won't break. +3 everywhere. Well, everywhere. Attack and defense. As he scalds again. Breaks the sub. That's fine. And I will sub one more time, and then I'll Drain Punch. Because at +3, I should destroy. Yeah, I do 111 to 132 to max HP Necrozma. I don't think he's going to be max HP. If he is, so be it. Let's sub. And with the recovery we're going to get from the Vaporeon, we should be in a really good position. Vaporeon. Alright. Yeah, we do 65 to 77 to, or no, we do 62 to 73 to max HP, max defense Vaporeon with +3 Drain Punch. Please don't be hiding the secret roar. Please don't be hiding roar. Oh, fuck. Wish. Okay. Okay. That's okay with me. I don't think... I think I just Drain Punch here, to be honest. Yeah, I just Drain Punch here. That's the play. We're +3 all around. Our sub is at max HP. Let's fire off the Drain Punch. We KO this thing with a Drain Punch. We do. As he does not protect. Fantastic. And Vaporeon drops. Vaporeon drops. There we go. We're +3. Sub intact. The Wish is gone. Vaporeon is gone. Come on. What do you do here? What do you do here? I'm like basically back to full. What does Scolipede even break my sub? Life Orb Scolipede doesn't break my sub. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. Oh my god, come on. We are like on the precipice. Scolipede comes in. You're not breaking my sub here. You're not. Let's strikes. Let's just go for it. Come on. If we're winning this, we're winning this on the back of Urshifu. He poison jabs. This doesn't break my sub. It is 15 to 19% to +3 Urshifu. Really good. No crit. He's Life Orb as well. That's fantastic. And down goes the Scolipede after a Surging Strikes KO. Amazing. I can't remember the last time, honestly, I clicked Surging Strikes in a game with Urshifu. Guys, the nerves are starting to go away because it's like, it's happening. It's happening. Oh my god. Are we really about to be in the finals? Are we really about to do it? Again, at +3, like I'm showing you the calc. 252, wow, let's try this again. 252 HP Necrozma. It takes 111 to 132 from Surging Strikes. He goes into Gigalith. That's fine with me. I don't think Gigalith gets Roar or anything. Let's see. Do I just bulk up again and then sub? Because I want to break my sub here. Right? Actually, let me think, because I should get rid of Scolipede here. He has 3 Mons left. I have Vullaby and I Porygon Z, which can all do some work to Necrozma. He's going to attack me with Earthquake from Excadrill, so if I just Drain Punch here, I think I have it. Let me make sure the calc on Gigalith, if he's max defense. Does Drain Punch get the job done, or do I have to go for strikes? Let's see, 252, level 50, Impish Nature. Drain Punch is 94 to 112, so I can freely go for Drain Punch here. Yeah, that's a free move. Because I don't think he's doubling into the Necrozma, because I can easily just go for Surging Strikes here. But Drain Punch is going to come out. He is definitely, what is it? What's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the name. The Soft Sand, not Soft Sand. Have I been calling it Soft Sand? Is that what I've been doing? No, it's the Smooth Rock. That's it. He is Smooth Rock, 100%. And the fact that Sandstorm goes off before the, what is it called? Oh my god. I'm just never going to get, I'm so bad with names. Because Sandstorm goes off before Leftovers, I'm going to get back to full HP once again. 2 more months to go. 2 more to go. I was so worried about this team, and like the Whimsicott was a threat, the Excadrill a threat. If he brought like Dragon Dance Necrozma and just led with that, I think I was screwed. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, what are you gonna do? Let's just go for a Drain Punch here. Again, we're +3. He Iron Heads. Does my sub break? Okay, I was like, does it break? Because I know he went for Iron Head there, but we Drain Punch here. We're gonna be at full HP. That's another kill for Urshifu. It's 5 kills, or it's 4 kills right now. It's gonna be 5 kills. It's gonna be 5 kills. Are we 1 mon away from making the finals in the BBR? After just barely clinching? Like, it took the final week for us to clinch. Now, granted we didn't need to win that week, but we need to win that week to make sure we played against these 2 competitors. Like, in Seabad and Mid. Necrozma comes out. Is Surging Strikes gonna get it done for us? Surging Strikes. Let's see. Oh man, I'm so excited. Come on, I'm ready to explode. What do you do here, man? What do you do? We outspeed it. We outspeed it. Come on now, baby. Come on now. That's it. That's game. Your Montreal Milotic move on to the BBR finals. That's fucking awesome. Oh my god. GG to Mid. The Urshifu coming in clutch. This mon here is insane. It is crazy how good this thing is. It didn't get a kill last time around, but I think now it's officially crossed the 20 kill barrier for us this season. That's amazing. Wow. Wow. Okay, again, GG to Mid. Hell of a game. What a great bring this Urshifu was. Substitute, definitely the right move. Shout out to Josh. I'm really, like I said, I would have loved to run sub last time. I went with Jet because I was worried about taking the hits from Drill or Drill just doing work to me. But the fact that I was able to have this get set up against the Vaporeon, against the Gigalith, or even against the Miltank if it came, was a blessing for me. And the second he let the Whimsicott go, the second Whimsicott was let go, I knew this was my win con. Because I can just bring it in against something, against the Gigalith or the Vaporeon. It's 2 mons, get up a sub for free, then I will guarantee have a substitute. His only play at that point would have been to go hard into Necrozma. And if he went hard into Necrozma, he had to risk taking a banded Surging Strike. So if he decided to go for, I don't know, let's say he decided to just double out instead of going for a baton pass with Vaporeon. He either A was going to lose the Vaporeon to a close combat or Drain Punch, or he was going to just switch out and basically lose his Necrozma to a potential banded attack. That's insane. I cannot believe we are in the finals. We have 1 more win to go. Guys, I have no idea who we're playing. No idea at all. I believe it's between D-Ray and who else is between? I think D-Ray and Ruppy. I think that's who it is. Right? Yeah, D-Ray and Ruppy. We played both of them this season, I believe. We lost to D-Ray in a game that I feel like I did not play my best. I would like revenge, but at the same time, I want to play Ruppy because Ruppy's really good as well. We have 1 more game to go, and it's going to be a really, really tough one. The toughest game of the season, for sure. Wow. Incredible, incredible, guys. Smash the like button if you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys want to use Urshifu in a draft league, just destroy the like button. Let me know which one you think is better. I use them both. One of them I ended up losing in round 1, kind of due to hacks. The other one I ended up making it all the way to the finals with. Insanity. Which one do you want to use? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, guys, subscribe. We recently passed 850 subscribers, so shout out to you guys. 850 people. Well, 850 fish, part of the ocean. So thank you guys so much. And I really appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the finals.